Only 8 hours is not enough. Yeah, I mean, it's disrespectful. I can do anything at the end of the game. It's no different than when I played against David Provian in the SEC. You know, it's like I can do anything and still win the match, as I showed. Take, and if takes, I take. If takes, queen e2. Come on! Oh my god! That is why now you resign sometimes. Oh, voila. I didn't even have to make any moves. Let's start with h4 to begin with. Thank you so much to Jay Kill for the 23 months. Let's play f3. Thank you so much to Zootroy. Thank you so much to Ryan as well. Appreciate it. I'm gonna play c3, maybe d4 here. Keep it pretty simple so far. Am I gonna do Reddit recap? Yes, you guys, we will do a Reddit recap a little bit later on as well. So that's what we're gonna be doing. F for what? We look pretty good, right? We look pretty good, unless I'm crazy. I don't have a good position here. This guy's 1900. We're already at a decent level. Players are pretty strong. So that was a mouse flip. He meant to go queen d7, but unfortunately for my friend, that's how life goes. Thank you so much to Dr. Jammy for the 14 months as well. Okay, let's start with b4. Play some orangutan. Thank you so much to Bowler CSGO for the 31 months. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're gonna start with disrespect and go from there. I'm gonna play a4. a3 is obviously a better first move. Let's play f4 here. Open up the diagonal. Does not take the pawn, so I guess I will just play g3 and bishop g2 and keep it pretty straightforward. Let's take. Slight weakness with this h4 square potentially, but I still should be okay here. My opponent doesn't really attempt to take advantage, and now I'm already completely fine once again. Or am I fine? Wait, go here. I'm gonna make this a little bit weird. Go here. I have queen h5 and like queen h6. This is kind of weird already. I could sack my queen and play it like a Botez gambit. My man's so bad that I'm going to accidentally hang my queen. I'm just going to show him that unfortunately he's not good enough. So I play knight f3, attack the queen. Thank you so much, BMX Arcade. Thank you so much, BMX Arcade. Appreciate it. So we're gonna mix multiple speed runs here. This is Botez as a combination of Botez gambit as well as an actual just disrespect speed run. It goes rook c8, so I'm gonna play knight c3. I've got knight d5. I have two pieces for the queen. My position is actually pretty decent here. Knight d5 or knight b5 removes, but I think I just go rook g1. And I have rook g3, knight d5 maybe. This looks pretty good for me. It's queen h5. I guess I'll go knight b5, threaten the pawn on c7. Let's go bishop c3. Keep the diagonals alive here. I can just drop back. Okay, there's a pawn on a7, which I will take. I'll take the knight. I get a fork here. Let's go check. Pretty bad for my man. He goes king c8, which is an important move here. Do I have tricks here? I'm trying to somehow trap his queen. Doesn't quite look like it's happening though, so I'm just gonna play h4 and keep it simple here. Probably I'll go b5 next move, maybe rook g5 as well. Welcome back, Papa. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's go bishop g7, attack the rook. I want to go rook g5 next move, trap the queen. And my position should be pretty good so far. Whoops. Goes take. Although actually with the way I play this is not so clear. Let's go knight d4 and take the pawn on h5 or f5 I should say. All right, it goes rook f8, which of course terrible move. Guys no good at chess. We got the fork with knight e6, and that's it. Did I watch a chess boxing event? No, you guys, I did not. I was actually asleep. So one thing that I learned. Oh, turn on the light. Okay, sure. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, so as I was saying, one thing that I learned from playing in India, and this might just be, I don't know whether it's just getting a little bit older or whether it's the fact that my body just got, because of COVID, my body sort of became unadjusted to traveling a lot. But basically I was jet lagged the entire time I was in India, and it was basically like a 12-hour time zone change between the US and India. I never really got on the time zone. And the World Blitz in Rapid is happening in Kazakhstan, which is also an 11-hour time difference from the United States of America. So because the time zone is 11 hours, I'm just trying to stay on a close to European time zone. And then, you know, before what was I trying to say? And so trying to stay on a European time zone at a certain point, I figure trying to get onto the Kazakh time zone, which is 5 hours versus 11-hour time difference, gives me better chances. So that is the that at the end of the day is the gist of it. So I actually was asleep. I was asleep at like 6:30 last night. So yeah, I didn't see any of it. I heard about it, obviously. I've seen people posting, but I didn't follow any of it live. No. Okay, let's go knight c7, a6, a7 here. Again, this guy should just resign and spare himself the shame. Time is a harsh mistress. Well, I don't know if it's time, you guys. It could just be the fact that during COVID times I stopped traveling, so I got used to not traveling. I think my body in those like 2.5 years just completely became unadjusted. I mean, whatever you want to say it is, like, it just, my body stopped reacting as well to travel. Or it could just be I'm getting old. That's always possible too. But at any rate, that's the bottom line. Is so like with an 11-hour time difference, I really want to do as well as I can in the World Rapid and Blitz. And you know, if I'm jet lagged and everything, that's only going to make the outcome potentially worse. So why not stay as close to time zone as I can? That's how I view it. Okay, let's go knight c3 here. What is my opponent's rating? He's 1888, so still not very good. Is your general time stream? Normally I do stream around this time. Yeah, Lawrence couldn't get his feet under him when the ref stepped in. I can understand the stoppage. Well, the problem with the event, with the fact that frankly, as I understood, nobody there was a professional boxer, is that at the end of the day, you don't want someone to get really hurt when it comes to a chess boxing event. And so basically, if you don't want if you don't want to risk injuries, you kind of have to have a short leash, I think, for how you do it. Why are my glasses fogging up? We'll take them off for a second. Let's go knight g3 here. So yeah, all right, so bishop e6, so let's go knight f3 here. So thank you so much to Martin for the 12 and Dave Shinder for the 16. Okay, I mean, this guy's just terrible. He's hanging everything. Maybe this guy should focus on boxing rather than chess. Probably has a brighter future there. So yeah, all right, he goes c5. I'll just take the bishop, play bishop c4, hit the pawn on e6, maybe queen g4. Savage, yeah. Savage. But yeah, anyway, I took the shades off because they were fogging up, I guess, a little bit hot in this room. So I'll put them back on, and hopefully they won't steam up. But anyway, let's go a4 here to start. Could play a3, play the Van G, or not a3, sorry, the Anderson. Let's play the Ware opening. Just keep it simple. So okay, let's go g3, bishop g2. Chess boxing is dumb in that regard, where people don't actually want all match set and knockout on the first round. Yeah, but again, I mean, the thing is, you have to be very careful, because end of the day, you don't want anybody getting hurt. And that's the thing, like, when you look at it in perspective, I think the odds when you have amateurs is much higher than if you have professionals. I expect professional boxers, yes, knockouts happen obviously, but I think everybody's trained. The technique is much better as a general whole, so I think the odds of like serious injuries are much lower. But that's what they signed up for. Did they though? I mean, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna play h4 here. Why not? Maybe h5 to kick the pony out of town. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You don't want anybody getting injured. I mean, like, that's the thing. Yeah, refs will stop fights with professionals. Absolutely they will. But again, in this case, I mean, these are people who are doing it. They're not pro boxers. You don't want anybody to get seriously injured and, you know, end up with like a concussion or worse. Like, you don't want that to happen. I'm gonna play h6 here. It's good content though. I mean, okay, we're all humans at the end of the day though. I mean, you really want that? You want someone to get injured? I mean, I don't think that's what anyone wants. Let's go bishop c1 here. Knight c4. Have I ever had a concussion? I think one time back when I was growing up in New York, it's probably around the time I was 20 or 21. I think I did have a light concussion where, for whatever, I went to the restroom, whatever it was, I came back and I tried to sit down and my chair wasn't there and I fell and I hit my head on the ground. I think I did have a very light concussion from that one time. It would be like if I get up, I come back and there's no chair, I try to sit down and then I hit my head. So I think one time I had a very light concussion. One time, but only once, luckily. So yeah, anyway, yeah, but anyway, you know, it was a fun event, obviously. I think people enjoyed it, so yeah, I think it served its purpose. Castle here. I'm probably gonna play f4 here. Some people don't realize how dangerous chess can be. Chess compared to boxing, I think, is pretty mild. Let's put it that way. So yeah, let's go bishop g5 here. Too many Londons were played. That's not surprising at all to me. I assume that if you're trying to survive the chess part, you want something systematic where you're not going to lose quickly. So it makes sense. Okay, let's just take this guy's playing shockingly well. When are we going to see meat boxing? No chance of that, you guys. No chance. The brain is the most important organ in the body, and if something happens to your brain, you know, things can go very, very wrong for you very quickly in life. So no chance, just no chance. That, of course, as soon as I say my guy's playing well, he immediately just blunders and loses the game immediately. So what happens when you're bad at chess. Let's play knight f4, queen g4, queen h4, and try to win this game quickly. Hugs played the Scotch game. I don't know who Hugs is, so let's go rook a5 here. Like I said, I didn't watch the event, you guys. I was fast asleep and just enjoying life. And knight d7, let's go knight e6. I have a fork, bishop's weak, knight's weak, everything's weak. That's how it goes. Brain important, noted. Yeah. I'll take a pawn. So it's all good. It was way too late for Europe as well. Well, it's at 4 Pacific, right? 4 Pacific, I think is when it was. So 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so that's the point. Like, I was asleep because I'm trying to be on a European time zone since I have no more evening streams before I leave to go to Almaty. I think it passed great for the 10 months. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was just asleep, so I'm trying to stay on a European time zone. So I figure if I'm 5 hours behind Kazakhstan on my sleep schedule, I have a much better chance of getting on the time zone than if I'm 11 hours behind. That's what India taught me when I went there. I'm gonna play knight a6 here. So let's play e6 here. I guess I'll play bishop b4. I'm playing a French, except my knight's on a6. I don't know why it's there, but it is. Could you survive 90 seconds with Hikaru? That's like it's like I said before. It's like when people ask, could you survive? Like, could somebody survive against Mike Tyson? I mean, maybe theoretically, if you could just literally run all around the ring, maybe you could. But I mean, if you're ever in a situation where you're punching, no, that's like a very resounding no. I mean, thank you, Orgo Professor, for the 23. Thank you, Talk Lucky, for 7. I mean, that's like it's. Yeah, it's just that's like if you can run around the ring, maybe. If you can literally run around the ring, then possibly. But if you're ever in a situation where you have to have your hands up and try to defend yourself, like zero chance at all. Let's play g5 here. My man is sacking, which is actually a good idea here. So anyway, yeah, there's no way you can run away, lol. Yeah, like I said, maybe if you could run away and like pray, but realistically no, it would be bad idea. How many times today are you going to lose based on statistics? I don't know, and I don't care. All right. Goes rook e1. This is very tricky. I'm actually in some trouble here. I guess I'll play knight h7 to trade some bishops. Okay, trades, and now I can move the king, and I cover up. Yeah, I go here, f6, rook g8, and I should be okay, I think. I can also play f5, but I'm just gonna go f6 and rook g8 here just to hold everything. So it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. So anyway, let's play pawn takes pawn. I can go rook g8 next move, and it's all good. Football versus football. Yeah, are we gonna see a Berlin today? Nobody knows what's gonna happen, honestly. Yeah, I don't know myself what I'm playing today, so we'll see. Let's go rook g8 here, put pressure on the pawn on g2, maybe c5, maybe rook a d8. Should be pretty good for me. Thoughts on the Portugal match versus Croatia? Oh, that's right, because I was not c5. I was not actually streaming on the weekend when the games were played. Yeah, very sad to see Portugal lose, obviously. Or no, Portugal lost not to Croatia, lost to Morocco, right? Thank you so much to Ice420 for 31. Very sad to see, obviously, for Ronaldo to lose like that, but it is what it is. Also very sad to see, very sad to see the Netherlands losing to Argentina. Very sad, especially considering how classless the Argentinians were. I don't like my position. I'm gonna go rook g7 here. It's actually a real game here, real game. But e5 is the start of going the wrong direction, because now I go f5 and I'm gonna line up some kind of battery here. No amateur would last against a pro. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. I mean, it's not too different. You know what it reminds me of? Boxing is the same. It's the same thing as basketball. Like, there was that show with the White Man, but Brian Scalabrine. It's the exact same thing. It's like, you know, when you see Scalabrine in the NBA, he was just a joke. I mean, he was not he was just like not barely a pro, I think, if I'm being generous. But then you go see him play against like these these hot shots you see like college players and everything else, and he's like miles better than everybody else. It's the same thing in boxing. It's like you see, I mean, I suspect that you see people who look really good, but if they were actually up against pros, they would get absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. So it's the same thing. Exact same thing. Thanks so much, Dr. Furious George, for the 24 months. So yeah. Okay, I guess it's a spite check by my man. He gets his one check, but we're not playing 3 checks. I guess I'll just go here. Actually, that was a terrible move by me, but it's still good enough. How am I doing today? I'm doing very, very well. Yeah, I'm good. Take a pawn. Take a pawn and go for the queen. Now I take the knight. Let's line up the battery. Let's take the queen. Keep going. Okay, well, that's another quick win. Play a6. This is a St. George defense played by Tony Miles against Anatoly Karpov. Only 8 hours is not enough. Yeah, I mean, it's disrespectful. I can do anything at the end of the game. It's no different than when I played against David Provian in the SEC. You know, it's like I can do anything and still win the match, as I showed. Finals will be Argentina versus France. Don't know. I mean, at this point, probably that's what you want. I'm guessing that's what everybody wants. Like you want France versus Argentina, right? Could I have scored the Harry Kane penalty? Like I said on my last stream, like I thought England would win because of course Harry Kane is one of the best players in the world, but unfortunately he let me down when he missed the penalty. Thank you, Sahino, for the 5 gifteds. Very sad, but that's what happens. Let's take with the pawn. Nobody wants France to win except the French. I guess that's probably true too. Let's go knight b4, hit the bishop on d3, develop the bishop. I guess I'll just take. Why not? Do I really have 0 loss, 0 draws? Yes. Now I'm gonna go here. Probably gonna play as like a little bit of a bond cloud. Try to just attack with a double ops and the rook on the open line. Another France win. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. Morocco could make an upset. Absolutely. Let's go a5 and bishop a6. Now I'm gonna use the other diagonal here. Look at these double ops. They're really, really good. Because play it like a bond cloud, move the king up, bring the rooks into the game. Let's go here, hit the pawn on g4. Pawn on f2 is still soft. He hangs the rook. I will gladly capture it. I think he missed that. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, now I stack the 2 towers. I will just take, and very easy, very clean. Who do I support? I mean, I'm American, you guys, so soccer's never been my sport. I mean, if I had to root for someone at this point, I mean, if I had to really root for someone, push comes to shove, I probably would be rooting for I'd probably be rooting for Croatia, honestly, if push comes to shove. Probably I'd be rooting for Croatia. Okay, whatever, this guy's bad too. Let's just go h5 h4, push the pawns up the board. Play a Sicilian, except now, yeah, let's just play this like a Sicilian. Why not Argentina? I mean, I thought though, I mean, maybe I should, because we're doing the disrespect speed run. I mean, they were just very disrespectful, let's be honest. I mean, shameful behavior by them, you know, at the end of the game. So yeah, very disrespectful. So at the end of the day, that's why I can't root for Argentina. So just that simple. This is a free pawn. I will take it. Go here, consolidate everything. I could have taken this pawn too, I realized, but it's all good. I have some problems here. Yikes. I guess I'll go here and maybe queen b6. I could have played queen b6 right away too, but yeah, it's what it is. Thank you so much to G Verde for the 5 months. Okay, it goes c3. I'm gonna go queen a5, and now I think there's some problems here on the queen side. If I'm understanding the correct position correctly, I will go. What will I do? I guess I'll just go bishop f7. Keep it very simple. Plays d4. I guess I'm gonna castle here. Probably he'll take. I'll take back. Takes. I'll take back the pawn. Hello, greetings from Bolivia. Big shout out to you, VZ Alex. It's been many a year since I was last in Bolivia. Yeah, so once again, you guys are talking about the chess boxing. I was not watching it, so I don't, you know, I can't really speak about it like in any kind of serious way, but it sounds like it was a fun event. People enjoyed it, so that's always good. I guess I'll play knight b6, maybe knight c4 here and go from there. Yeah, Botez robbed, like I said, you guys, I didn't watch it. I mean, but the problem with all these things is that, you know, at the end of the day, it's like you could say that she was robbed, but from what I was reading, at least, it sounds like she was intentionally stalling the chess fortune, which you're not supposed to do either. So I think it cuts both ways. I mean, I think it cuts both ways, at least as I understood. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't know. I guess I'll go here because king b8, there is rook b7. Let's just play queen b5, threaten checkmate in one with a great knife on c4. She was stalling as part of strategy. Well, I mean, at least what I was reading, you're not allowed to stall. So, you know, it goes both ways. Obviously, it was just I mean, it's a fun thing at the end of the day. I think people getting all like wound up over it is a bit much too. Like, I mean, be serious. Okay, unfortunately, this is just the end of the game, my friend. Thanks so much to Dr. Thick for the prime. Thanks so much, Dr. Thick. Appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, and at the end of the day, you guys, this is an exhibition. It's all in good fun. So the main thing is you don't want someone to get like, you don't want someone to actually get hurt. I think that above and beyond everything else is what matters. Thank you so much to XXBU for the 2 months. Okay, my man is not resigning, which this is actually very disrespectful by him. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, people acting like it's some kind of serious thing. Like, it's just not. Let's be honest. You wanted crutches. I mean, that probably makes you a very bad person. Is there not a checkmate? I guess I'll go here. Yeah, I mean, go king a5 and checkmate in 1, I think. I don't see any way to stop it, so it should be checkmate. Amon destroyed the other guy. I'm not shocked by that, actually. I expected Amon to win. I was not surprised at all by that.